You guys hit the likes. We can keep all the bots. Hit the likes. Make sure you guys check me out on www. I'm not a criminal. All behind the scenes. Action packed. Oh, that's why I shared my screen. Disconnected me a second ago. So classic. What are you going to do when you was invaded by a reggae jumping dude? Oh, what you can do. Should roll back that music. Shit's kind of annoying. Sometimes I forget to do the show. See how it sounds there. I'm still doing my, still setting up, still trying to do sound check. I'm going to see my video. Did YouTube even post my video? What a croco kid. Yeah, it shows that it's there. Let's do that sound check. Let's see if there's anything. Probably got those things. That's fine. Can you hear me clearly? No, there's like static. Let's do that sound check. Hear me? Testing. Doesn't sound like you can hear me. Jesus fucking Christ. Check this. Internal microphone. What a joke. Why isn't it using my fucking headset again? This just makes no sense, man. It's up or down. It's so irritating. Just my background noise. What the actual fuck? What the actual fuck, General? It was working on last time. Internal mic. I don't want the internal mic. I want the. So irritating, guys. So irritating. So irritating. So irritating. Hello, hello, hello. Why isn't it registering this mic? Wow. So irritating. Hello, hello, hello. So irritating. Hello, hello, hello. Come on. So irritating. Hello, hello, hello. See, then you're gonna get all that background noise. I don't get it at all. I can't do it like this. Echo cancellation. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand why it's doing that. All right. I just don't get it, man. It's just not working. So I'm gonna have to fucking go with the laptop mic that's on board. It picks up all the ambient sound in the room. Just a total fucking bummer. This, I got a plug-in headset that's got a microphone on it, but for some reason the computer just doesn't pick it up, not a single time. It's extremely irritating. It's very debilitating. It's is it StreamYard's problem? Is it YouTube's problem? Is it my laptop's problem? What is the situation with that? Let me try something else. Let me try. All right. Let's see if this garbage will work. All right. Does that work? Can you hear that? Is that any better? Might be a little better. So frustrating, guys. You have no idea. It drives me absolutely nuts. It drives me bonkers that this thing just doesn't work correctly every single time. It just unfailingly lets me down and disappoints me. Not exactly sure why that is, but yeah. Give me a second, I gotta grab my coffee. All right, let's do the sound test one more time. Going live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay, it's coming through. It's not great, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna roll with the punches. Make sure you guys check me out on www.buymecoffee.com/Frank Monday. Full of something in the tip jar. Gotta keep the lead in my pencil. Gotta keep the pep in my step. Keep me working hard for you guys out there in Happy Land. Struggling, trying to keep the StreamYard up, trying to keep the internet up, trying to fucking bought 3 different microphones. None of them seem to work. I guess it's probably time I buy a new laptop. Just keep sinking money into the hole, and something's got to pay off at some point, huh? If nothing else, hit the likes for the YouTube algobots, right? That keeps them barking like Pavlov's dog. Because aren't we all just barking for the YouTube algobots? Come on now, be real. That doesn't cost you a dime. Not a dime. Let me see if everybody's hit the button so far. No, nobody's hit the button. Not a single person. Appreciate that, guys. All the money I spend to be here with you in Happy Land. You guys can't even hit the motherfucking button. Get over there and do it. Strike it. Kung Fu punch it. Karate kick it right in the right fucking square in its nose. Get that button pushed, man, or else I'm not going anywhere until you guys start hitting that fucking button. Get on it right now. Woof, woof. Like Pavlov's dog. Okay, somebody hit it. Somebody hit it. Thank you for that, somebody. Appreciate you. You're like the fucking master of disaster. Must have been Dave. Thanks, Dave. It's good of you. Hit that like. Be a dyke. Don't be a dyke. Hit the like. I like that. I like that. You're like a dyke riding a trike. Ain't even got a fucking bike. That's to hit the like. Thank you, Dave. You're a good man. Good man. I'm gender assuming you. With a name like Dave, seems like you'd be a man. A man's man. What kind of lady you think I am anyway? What you doing over there? Squeezing yourself like that. Shit ain't cute. All right. So Dave's in the house. Appreciate Dave being here. Shout out to you, Dave. Where you hailing in from tonight? Where in the world, when in the world, how in the world are you even getting here, man? It's amazing. It's amazing the way the internet works, isn't it? You just push a button and it all goes straight to shit. None of your microphones work. You got terrible lighting. You can't load a page. It's like 1995's dial up. Shit's fucking nerve wracking. It's like playing poker with my brother's children. Jesus, y'all, some nerve wracking motherfuckers. Ooh, Busherdown. I like Boston, man. I lived there for 2 years. I lived in East Boston, and I'd go down to Kelly's Pub, but I worked in Cambridge. I worked at the Cambridge Galleria. I was a overnight manager, supervisor for the stock crew at the KB Toys in Cambridge Galleria during their bankruptcy. I was there for like I worked that job for about 18 months. Really had good fun. The main manager, the floor manager, his name was Fred Smallwood. Can you believe that? Smallwood. That guy loved me, man. He was sad to see me leave. I left from there to come to China, and I really had a good relationship with old Fred Smallwood, and I had a good time working there, man. It was good fun. I really enjoyed the Cambridge Gallery. I enjoyed East Boston. I'd ride the train. He always told me, he's like, you shouldn't ride the train. You should get yourself a car, man. Get a car. Park your car in Harvard Yard. But I wasn't having any of it, man. It was a liminal space for me. I was headed here to Twilight Zone, Old Peking. I am for those of you who don't know, if this is your first time, don't let it be your last time. I am your host for the hour, Frank Monday, and I'm broadcasting today from Twilight Zone, Old Peking, here in the Central Kingdom of the Celestial Dragon, far behind the bamboo firewall. Wherever you are, whoever you are, and whenever you may be receiving this transmission, I hope you are doing well. Tonight's airwaves will be a discussion of horror poetry. So, with no further ado, let's get right in there. I'm going to be looking at one of my favorites, Halloween in a Suburb by H.P. Lovecraft. The steeples are white in the wild moonlight, and the trees have a silver glare. Past the chimneys high, see the vampires fly, and the harpies of upper air that flutter and laugh and stare. For the village dead to the moon outspread never shone in the sunset's gleam, but grew out of the deep that the dead years keep, where the rivers of madness stream down the gulfs to a pit of a dream. A chill wind weaves through the rows of sheaves in the meadows that shimmer pale, and comes to twine where the headstones shine, and the ghouls of the churchyard wail for harvests that fly and fail. Not a breath of the strange gray gods of change that tore from the past its own can quicken this hour with a spectral power,
spreads sleep o'er the cosmic throne, and looses the vast unknown. So here again stretched the vale and plain that moons long forgotten saw, and the dead leap gay in the pallid ray sprung out of the tomb's black maw to shake all the world with awe. And all that the morn shall greet forlorn, the ugliness and the pest of rows where thick rise the stones and brick shall some day be with the rest, and brood with the shades unblessed. Then wild in the dark let the lemurs bark, and the leprous spires ascend, for new and old alike in the fold of horror and death are pinned, for the hounds of time to rend. You know, I don't even know what a fucking lemur must be some kind of dog or wolf or something. I don't even know what a lemur is. I think that's the only word I didn't recognize. Seems like I probably looked it up in the past, but at this time I can't remember, guys. There it is. Halloween in a Suburb by H.P. Lovecraft. Let's get a little sound check here. We still doing all right out in Happy Land? Give me fives if you can hear me. What'd you guys think of that poem? Did you like it? The steeples. I like the first. What is that called? A stanza? God, I can't even remember my literature, man. I'm a, I'm a teacher of high school English, and I can't even remember what a single verse of poetry is called. A lyric? I think it's a stanza. I would check my dictionary, but that shit's all in the books, you know. No reason to memorize it. It's all gonna slip away one day. Just roll with the punches, baby. Keep your motherfucking nose to the grindstone. Y'all hoodies out there in Happy Land doing all right tonight? What kind of ghettos are you guys lurking in? What part of Boston are you in, Dave? That's a curious thing, man. Did everybody hit the like button? Let's see if everybody hit the like button. I'm gonna double check. Because if I don't got you guys hitting like buttons, then I ain't even gonna do it. I ain't even gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Ain't nobody got no time for this shit. What the fuck you think's going on? Nope, nobody hit it. Only one person hit it, just Dave. If y'all motherfuckers don't hit that like button, I'm gonna come over there and smack you in the mouth. Did you hear me? Get on up in there. YouTube algobots, man, they don't bark for nothing. You got to smack them around a little bit. You got to get busy with it, get jiggy with it, motherfucker. Come on now. Got me begging, begging. Not even begging for shekels. I'm begging for likes. What a crock of fucking horse shit. I'm up here reading poetry. I'm gonna guilt you guys into hitting that goddamn like button. Do it now. Do it now before I become enraged and fly into a fit of furious anger. Let's go with another one. What do you guys think? The Cats, Providence. No, let's do a Halloweeny one. You got your Halloweeny out? Get your Halloweeny out of your hand, man. Pay attention to. Let's go with Despair. He wrote it in 1919. 1919 seemed to be a bad year for Lovecraft. Let's see, is this one too long? No, it's one, two, three, four, five stanzas. Despair by H.P. Lovecraft. You ready for it? If one more person hits the like button, I'll do it. If not, I'm gonna close the live stream, go home, go back to work. No, nobody hit it. Come on, do it. Do it now. Do it now. Do it right now. Go ahead. Get jiggy with it. Poke it. Poke it one time. Caress it. Give it the smack down. Give it a little kiss. Anybody? Give it a little kiss. No? Okay, I can't do it then. I can't read the poem until one of y'all fucking motherfuckers out in Happy Land hits the like button. Anybody want to come on the show tonight? You guys want to have a little interview? You want to talk about poetry? You want to suck a dick, motherfucker? You get out there and hit the like button one time. Jesus fucking Christ in heaven. You know, I've done the math on YouTube, and you will get approximately, if you have, okay, say for example, you have 100,000 subs. Then when you post a video, you will get approximately 1% of your sub base. That's how many views you'll get on your video. So if you got 100,000 subs, you'll get 1,000 views on your video. And then 1% of that will hit the like button. So if you got 100,000 subs, you'll get 1,000 views on your video and you'll get 100 likes, right? It's always 1% of 1%. And then you'll get 1% of your like buttons in comments. So if you got 100,000 subs, you will get 1,000 views, 100 likes, and one comment. That's the ratio. And that ratio, it varies somewhat depending on how popular a motherfucker is. But that ratio is pretty much standard all across YouTube. Now tell me that isn't engineered, right? So if you don't hit the like button, we just ain't going nowhere. We're just going to cancel the stream and just head into the abodes of the future. And y'all can just suck a dick. And ain't Frank Monday ain't gonna do no radio show. Not now. Not look. They didn't even hit it. They didn't even do it. Everybody just left instead of hitting the like button. It's just so difficult, huh? You guys think it's hard to hit a like button, right? Is that difficult for you? Is that something challenging that you can't even fucking manage? Christ in heaven. Okay, whatever. I'll read one more poem for you. Now I'm gonna roll on out the road. Get on up out the way. Bitch, I said, get on up out the way. I said, move your big old fat ass out my way, bitch. Cause I'm coming through. And I'm moving. And I'm grooving. And I'm jamming to the tune of Frank Monday's hit single. Get on up out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Said, move your big old fat ass out my way, bitch. Cause I'm coming through. And I'm moving. And I'm grooving to that old FM radio Frank Monday, baby. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like that. You like that? That's a song I wrote when I used to do Live Drive Jive Archive. All right, here we go, guys. Let's get another poem in. Despair by H.P. Lovecraft. Or the midnight moorlands crying, through the cypress forest sighing, in the night wind madly flying, hellish forms with streaming hair, in the barren branches creaking, by the stagnant swamp pools speaking, past the shore cliffs ever shrieking, damned demons of despair. Wow, that's really good. I like the canter of that, like the rhyme pattern, right? A B A B. Man, that's nice. Lovecraft had some talent. He was pretty young here too. Let's see how old was he at this point. H.P. Lovecraft, born 1890. He was 29 when he wrote that. Good man. He's not much of a looker though, right? I mean, he's got the face of a horror writer for sure, right? Cosmic horror. See, you guys don't think I can fucking keep up with this shit, but I can pay attention. I can check right here on the Frank Monday page. Lovecraft's haunting poems, live chat with Frank Monday. I went through all the effort to make this AI generated image here with this text and everything. I did all this. It's very amateurish, but I did it just for you, all of these. And all I ask is that you hit the like button and maybe if it's not too much trouble, come back on the video later and come all over it, leave a comment, just jerk one out, rub one out and just all over the fucking comment box. Something, anything. I'm begging you for Christ's sake. Don't make me do this, please. Please. Don't make me beg like a fucking vagabond on the street begging for shekels. Jesus. Okay. Once I think I half remember, ere the gray skies of November quenched my youth's aspiring ember, lived there such a thing as bliss. Skies now are dark where skies that now are dark were beaming, gold and azure, splendid seeming, till I learned it all was dreaming, deadly drowsiness of this what, despair? I didn't like that stanza. That was hard to read. I had the canter off. I didn't do it any fucking there's some words I don't understand, like this and air, old English. I like the writing style, but yeah, he probably wasn't super proud of this poem either, or at least that stanza. I'll rewrite that one at a later date and make it better. refining Lovecraft as we go, guys. I'm gonna work it out for you. Let's do another one before I check to make sure you guys are still out there having a good time in Happy Land. Let's see if anybody else hit the like button first, though. Let's check it out. Check it out now. No, 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 really? Really? Okay. Okay. I see how you guys are. I waste my time in the middle of the morning to read you poetry, taking a break from my literature class. If my students treated me this way, man, I'd be smacking kids in the mouth and throwing them out windows. Just inattentive. Inattentive. You are inattentive students. I should reprimand and chastise you for tuning in for a literary reading by your beloved servant Frank Monday, and you can't even tickle the like button. But the stream of time, swift flowing, brings the torment of half knowing, dimly rushing, blindly going past the never trodden lay. And the voyage ripening sees the wicked death fires shining, hears the wicked petrels whining as he helpless drifts to sea. That one's a little better. That stanza's a little better. Still some unknown to me language. For example, a never trodden lee. What is a lee? I forget. It's been a long time since I've seen that word. And a petrel's whining. What's a petrel? Right? Stream of time swift flowing brings a torment of half knowing, dimly rushing, blindly going past the never trodden lee. And the voyager is this ripening, repenning, repenning, shining, ripening, ripening, repenning, shining. I don't know. Must be ripe. Repenning. The fuck. She's the wicked death fire shining. Here's the wicked. A wicked again? Two wickeds and one, right back to back like that? No, 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 no. No good. She's the somber fire. She's the um abject, wicked, tricked, sicked. I can't think of a better word at this moment. Ricketed, like a rictus grin, but ricketed. She's the ricked. What is the word that means something's falling apart? I'll have to I'll have to work on this later, guys. I'm gonna have to help Lovecraft rewrite this one to make it a little better because it's a little bit bad. I think the only person watching this right now is me watching the sound bites, watching the feedback loop. What an absolute disaster. And nobody even hits the like button. Really, very disappointing, guys. Very, very, very saddening. It's heartbreaking. I'm starting to feel depressed. And I think I'm just going to try to finish this and then I'll just leave it there. All right. Here we go. Hit the like button, guys. Like and subscribe. Go over to uh go over to my coffee page real quick. Just real quick and check it out. All right. It won't take you long. um just go over there. What you do is you an internet browsing window like Firefox, Chrome, Safari, something like that, right? And then for the address line you type in this www dot buymeacoffee.com com Frank Monday, FrankMonday, Frank Monday. And then just go check the page, right? You don't actually have to put a tip in the tip jar. That would be nice. It'd be nice if you guys just hit the fucking like button and then join my internet Lunar Light Entertainment Discord, man. I ain't got nobody to talk to in there. Like one dude talks to me, you know? You guys got to make it happen. How are we going to build this kingdom of Frank Monday unless you guys participate? 100-day challenge, guys. Pathways of Magic. Get with it. Did you do your practice this morning? Put it in the comment box down below. Did you watch my last video on into Happy Halloween? Tell you good looking, sexy people out there in Happy Land. Happy motherfucking Halloween. Ain't gonna be a happy Halloween in Beijing, man. People just don't celebrate. They don't give a fuck. Ain't no pumpkins. Ain't no skeletons. Here we go. Back to Lovecraft's poem Despair. Evil wings in ether beating, vultures at the spirit eating, things unseen forever fleeting, black against the leering sky. Ghastly shades of bygone gladness, clawing fiends of future sadness, mingle in a cloud of madness, ever on the soul to lie. Yeah, that's good. You like that? Do you like it? Let's get that feedback loop. See if it's still working. Yeah, yeah, I've got good sound quality. I got everything going on for me, but you guys can't even hit a motherfucking like button. A like button. Just poke at it, lick it, kiss it, stamp it in the ground, stomp it, stomp a mud hole in its ass. Do something with that like button. Get jiggy with it, man. Play with it, molest it, caress it, all right? Scratch at it, claw at it, poke at it, fucking twist it if you like, squeeze it like a giant pair of swollen balls between your failing geriatric grip. Get in there and claw at it a little bit. You nasty yellowed fingernails. You disgusting beast. You filthy monster. Push the motherfucking like button. Okay? I'm gonna come over there with a hemp rope and tie you up. Strangle you. Here we go. Thus the living, lone and sobbing in the throes of anguish throb. The fuck, that sucks. That's a bad canter move on his part. Thus the living, lone and sobbing in the throes of anguish throbbing, with the loathsome furies robbing night and noon of peace and rest. Not great. Not great. Either I didn't read it great or it just isn't great. All right. But it's okay. Poetry isn't always great. But beyond the groans and grating, abhorrent life is waiting, sweet oblivion culminating all the years of fruitless quest. Yeah, yeah, not great. This one's good right here. Evil wings in ether beating, vultures at the spirits eating, things unseen forever fleeting, black against the leering sky. Ghastly shades of bygone gladness, clawing fiends of future madness, mingle in a cloud of madness, ever on the soul to lie. That one's beautiful. That's good. That's good poetry right there. Let's see the other one. This one, I had trouble with it. So I found out of five stanzas, I like the first and the third. The other three I would ditch or just rewrite them to make them better, more lyric, because they're not as lyric as I would appreciate. But I rewrote the one we just read a moment ago. Where is it? Halloween in a Suburb. I wrote like 10 stanzas this one night, and they were all really, really good. And then I lost the notebook that I had them written in. But man, they were fucking dynamite. I was in a moment of lucid clarity that just rivaled the gods and did really well. But we gotta give props out to H.P. Lovecraft. He might have been a little bit racist, a little bit xenophobic, but he did his part. Everybody was racist back then, right? No, they weren't. They're so full of shit. I think they poisoned history with their racist horse shit. Born in Providence, Rhode Island, Lovecraft spent most of his life in New England. After his father was institutionalized for madness, that's what you guys are getting close to is pure madness. Pure madness. Yeah, no, I talk shit to your face. Hey guys, we got a visitor. Look at that. What a lovely thing to see a visitor out there in Happy Land. Um, this is with no further ado, let me introduce our guest. See if we can get him on the show. Wouldn't that be dynamite? He got kicked off of YouTube. Sad. This is the Clown King, Stefan, from the vast Canadian wilderness, right? Living out there in a wooden shack. His wife looks like a Sasquatch, man. She just kind of looms around in the back, rubbing his feet, smelling his butt. But yeah, he's the Clown King, Stefan of the once famed Insanity Machine, now defunct. And he comes in heavy, man, with Team Evil. Whenever he comes at you heavy with Team Evil, a bunch of Indian uh, bot accounts that help him talk a bunch of shit in your chat room. But it seems like you have fallen from grace, Clown King Stefan. Tell me all about it, Stephen. Are you hurting? Are you are you feeling the sadness and depression of abject despair from being cast aside by YouTube, having your account shut down? What is it, permanently terminated? What happened with you, man? Or did you just go dark? Some people said that you like to hide in the closet, sticking a sticking an eggplant up your butt and slapping yourself with a leather paddle in the mouth. You got a pacifier in your mouth. You're wearing a dirty diaper and you're rolling around in the closet trying to choke yourself to death. Is that what happened? Is that why your site went dark? Look, he's scared. He's scared to come on. He he's scared. Team Evil. Yeah, I saw that cockroach crawl across your shirt that time you were live streaming. And like I think you had fallen asleep or something. Like maybe you were high on Special K and you had a leather belt around your neck and you were choking yourself and a giant roach ran across your dirty wife beater and you were drooling, your head was like lolling off to one side. I guess you left the camera on or something and you like fell out of your chair and you had like a what is that you junkies use to shoot up, like one of those rubber cords wrapped around your cock, and there was like a used syringe like jammed into one of your swollen, blue, bruised and swollen mucus testicles. Oh, it was fucking disgusting, man. I'd never seen anything like it. And like as soon as you hit the ground, like you were just out, blacked out, drunk or something, or on ketamine, whatever. And all of these little furries like ran out of the shadows and started licking like the drool from your mouth and the mucus from your nose. And I thought you were dead, man. I thought for sure they had canceled you, but I guess they didn't. Here you are in the in the flesh, as it were. Right. Let's get back into it now. Lovecraft's. Let's go with another one. What are we going to get with Christmas? I wonder what Lovecraft thought of Christmas. The Nightmare Lake, the city, the house. Let's get out of 1919. Maybe he was a little too young in 1919. Psycho Psychopompos, a tale in rhyme. I think this one's kind of a long one. Let's have a look at it. Is it long? Wow, that's just blocks of text. I don't think we can get through that, man. Let's just go with the last one. Once more, the grandma with a knowing eye stops in her tale to watch a hawk soar by. The weary listener, baffled, seeks anew for some plain statement of enlightening clue. Though indulgent crone attends the puzzled plea, yet strangely mutters of the mystery. The seer, ah yes, that morning all in vain, his shaken servants, his shaking servants scoured the frozen plain. No man had seen him since he rode away in silence on that dark preceding day. That's it right there, Stefan, Clown King Stefan. You have ridden away into darkness and no one has seen you. Where have you gone? Where have you gone, you dastardly rat? Why are you hiding from the YouTube community? Someone wrote a really dynamite hit piece on you, man. I think it was who is that did that? Your best friend, man, your favorite, your biggest fan, Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer wrote a wonderful hit piece on you. It got a lot of traction. In fact, his hit piece got more views than any of your videos on your last account. I know you said that wasn't your first account, but I don't think I can trust anything you say anymore, man. It seems like everything you say, everything that comes out of your mouth is an absolute lie. that you're an absolute complete liar. So here's what happened to Clown King Stefan and his insanity machine. Yeah, even his friends at Team Evil can't support him anymore. No man had seen him since the day he disappeared in the silence on that dark day so queer. His horse, wild eyed with some unusual fright, came wandering from the river bank that night. His hunting hound that mourned with piteous woe, howled by the quicksand swamp his grief to show. The village folk thought much, but uttered less. The servants' search wore out in emptiness. For old Clown King Stephen was lost to mortal sight evermore. Sad, man. I feel bad for you. I would not even wish that on a degenerate loser like yourself, right? What are you, Steve? What are you, King Stefan? You are a loser. Queen Stephen. I asked him what he is, and he said, I am a loser, a demon. I would it have know this, man. I am honest and sincere and genuine. I'm none of the things you've tried to portray me. The first time I was on your show was the very first time I'd ever been on a panel chat. And I told you that, and you called me a liar. And you tried to stab me in the back by making all of these villainous videos about me. But you, sir, are the liar. You, sir, are the degenerate. But even with all of that said and done, I would not wish upon you like a community strike or getting your channel shut down or nothing like that. That's fucking petty bullshit, man. Whoever did that to you is just a fucking scumbag. Like you can talk all the shit you want, and it's just all fun and games. It's done in the spirit of. Some of it's. I think some of your spirit is somewhat malicious, but at the same time, like it doesn't really matter. Like if people don't like it, they just shouldn't watch you, but they shouldn't try to attack you and get your channel shut down. So don't think that I had anything to do with that. I never complained about you. I never flagged your channel or nothing. I didn't care. I just ignore you for the most part, unless you showed up and wanted to chat or something. But I'm not gonna seek out somebody that throws shit at me. Like I went on your channel a couple of times and tried to be friendly with you, and you just you don't know how to make friends with people. You only know how to attempt to lash out and hurt people because you're living in a hell realm, right? And I think maybe you're possessed by demons. Maybe you suffer from like schizophrenia or I'm not gonna speculate. I'm not a fucking armchair psychologist. I have no idea, and none of you guys do either. Like you and your friend tried to psychoanalyze me, and I was like, what are these guys doing? They're armchair psychologists, and they're trying to psychoanalyze someone. So like, I wouldn't say that it wasn't undeserved that your channel got shut down, but at the same time, I wouldn't have done it. Like if I was at YouTube and I was calling the shots, I wouldn't just shut a dude down because he's a piece of shit. I mean, the world needs variety. Variety is the spice of life, and you can't just run around shutting people down because you don't like them. But that's what you guys do, right? Like you would absolutely shut down everyone you didn't like because that's kind of like the whole mentality of the far left, right? Like winners just want to win and they don't care what other people do because they're working hard. Like I was listening to Flow State the other day, and these young guys were on there talking about how the dating scene is this, that, or the other thing. And I'm like, what the fuck are you even doing out dating? Work on your professional career. Why are you wasting time trying to date girls? Get a job, be successful, find a wife. The fuck are these guys talking about? They're just the whole new generation. They're talking about how toxic the dating scene is and stuff. And they were just full blown toxic people themselves. And I thought it's toxic for you in the dating environment because you're a toxic person, right? Try to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and be something rather than a fucking useless degenerate. And then maybe you'll find a good woman who the harder the men I grew up with and in my environment, my father, my older brothers and shit, they never worried about dating girls. They worried about making bank, buying houses and cars, and then girls were just attracted to them. and they were able to choose among them. You know, you want to be a fucking abject degenerate with, living on social welfare or something. Of course, you're living in your mom's basement, choking yourself with a leather belt as you inject ketamine into your ball sack. Of course, you're not going to find a decent girl. It's not rocket science, man. It's nothing to figure out. Providence by H.P. Lovecraft. Here we go. Where bay and river tranquil blend and leafy hillsides rise, the spires of Providence ascend against the ancient skies. He's going a little more simpler here, and he's older too. He's like 25 at this point, 23 maybe. He's already halfway through his life, right? At 23, he's middle aged. I think that's Stephen's problem. He hit middle age at 23. 23, the magic 23rd current coming out of Boston, right? Poor Stephen. Clown King Stefan has lost his insanity machine, and now he's mired in the muck, and his little ghouls over at Team Evil no longer have a leader. Here century domes of shining gold salute the morning's glare, while slanting gables odd and old are scattered here and there. And in the narrow winding ways that climbed over slope and crest, the magic of forgotten days may still be found to rest. A fanlight's gleam, a knocker's blow, a glimpse of Georgian brick, the sights and sounds of long ago where fancies cluster thick. A flight of steps with iron rail, a belfry looming tall, a slender steeple carved and pale, a moss-grown garden wall, a hidden churchyard's crumbling proofs of man's mortality, a rotting wharf where gambled roofs keep watch above the sea. Square and parade whose walls have towered full 15 decades long, by cobbled ways mid trees embowered and slightly blithe throng. Stone bridges spanning languid streams, houses perched on the hill, and courts where mysteries and dreams the brooding spirit fill. Steep alley steps by vines concealed, where small paned windows glow, at twilight on a field that chance has left far below. My Providence, what airy hosts turn still thy gilded veins? What winds of elf that with grey hosts people thine ancient lanes? The chimes of evening, as of old, above thy valleys sound, while thy stern fathers neath the mould make blessed thy sacred ground. Thy dreams beside the waters there, unchanged by cruel years, a spirit from an age more fair that shines beneath our tears. Thy twinkling lights each night I see, thou time and space divide, for thou art of for thou art of the soul of me and always at my side. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was some of Lovecraft at his best right there. Providence was his beloved city, right? He loved Providence. Um, it was his hometown, and it was his beloved Providence, right? H.P. Lovecraft, guys, one of the greatest authors of all time. He was the prophet of our Aeon. Everyone else in this modern era, 100 years later, is just aping Lovecraft, right? They're trying to play out the Cthulhu mythos and bring it all into a reality of horror and suffering and enslavement. But they're not going to be successful. They're not the great prophet. They're not the beast in the cave or the alchemist. It was also during this period Lovecraft produced the first of his fictional works he was later known for, namely The Beast in the Cave and The Alchemist. The Alchemist was actually really good. That was his first piece of fiction, and I enjoyed it. He was written, I think he was 19 when he wrote The Alchemist. Let's see here. We'll pull it up on the wiki real quick. The Wikipedia, H.P. Lovecraft. Let's see here. Give me a second. All right, guys, everybody out there in Happy Land, we're about the bottom of the hour. I remind you, I am your Grand Wizard of the Esoteric Order of Dagon, Frater Francis Lunas Aristeas of the OTA, broadcasting to you on a spooky Halloween night. I remind everyone, please check me out on www.buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday. Join the 100-day challenge, Pathways of Magic. Get a little magical training, do some daily magical practice. Check out the course description, the syllabus for the 100-day challenge. Make sure you poke at that like button a little bit. Get over there and scratch at it, slap it, squeeze it, stroke it, molest it, right? Push it. Just go ahead and push it. All right. When you just touch me and then you squeeze me, I get my satisfaction. Satisfaction. Yeah. So make sure you do that. Okay. Happy Halloween to everyone. This has been fun. A little reading of Lovecraft's poetry. You might consider a one time coffee donation at the old coffee page, Frank Monday, right? Join the Discord for more behind the scenes, titillating, stimulating, exhilarating, invigorating conversation, adult conversation, right? Make sure you like and subscribe. Check back often for updates and live streams. If it's not too much goddamn trouble, could you hit the like button just one time? Could you get in there and do it? Don't be a fag bag. Hit the likes, right? It keeps YouTube's algobots barking like Pavlov's dog. Aren't we all just barking for the algobots? All right. Get in there and do it. Do it. Do it now. I'm not going to move on. Okay. Um, Again, I have been your host for the hour, Frater Francis Lunas Aristeas of the OTA, broadcasting from Twilight Zone Old Peking here in the Central Kingdom of the Celestial Dragon, far behind the bamboo firewall, working hard to provide you guys with good content, perfect content for a Halloween night. Lovecraft called this one of the darkest of his life, remarking that in 1934, a letter that he saw no point in living anymore. He considered the possibility of committing suicide. Yeah, I was there one time. You ever been there? You ever been down the dark night of the soul? I just wanted to end it all. Like I think Clown Queen Stefan is right now, right, guys? You guys say a little prayer for the old Clown Queen. She's in that dark night of the soul right now. His scientific curiosity and desire to know more about the world prevented him from doing so. In fall 1904, he entered high school. 1904, he entered high school at 14 years old. Okay. Much like his earlier school years, Lovecraft was periodically removed from school for long periods for what he termed near breakdowns. Yeah, that's tough, man. Suffering with mental illness. And like he had a lot of probably health problems too. I mean, he was dead in his mid 40s. He did so He did say, though, that while having some conflicts with teachers, he enjoyed high school, becoming close with a small circle of friends. Lovecraft also performed well academically, excelling in particular at chemistry and physics. Aside from a pause in 1904, he also resumed publishing the Rhode Island Journal of Astronomy, as well as starting the Scientific Gazette, which dealt mostly with chemistry. It was also during this period that Lovecraft produced the first of the fictional works that he was later known for, namely The Beast in the Cave and The Alchemist. The Alchemist, one of my favorites, guys. Really a good tale for a high school kid that it can still enthrall to today, over 100 years later. 120 years ago, a 15-year-old, I think he was 17 when he wrote it, actually, though, according to popular accounts. He was 15, I believe. Let's check that like roster, guys, and see if any of you guys hit the button. Yeah, yeah, we got magic. We got magic on the we got magic out there. People are hitting the like buttons. Good. Good. Hit them, poke them, squeeze them, slap them, destroy them, tickle them. Tickle that like button. Get in there and get it done. Don't make me waste my time here on YouTube. An hour of hard work for you guys. And oh, Wikipedia won't respond because the bamboo firewall. Very few websites will respond in China. And I don't have my VPN turned on, so ain't going ain't gonna be able to do it. Let's do one more, guys, then we'll head into the abodes of the future. You want fungi from Do you want fungi from Yuggoth or the festival? So put a one in the chat if you want the fungi from Yuggoth, or put a two in the chat if you want the festival. Which is it going to be, guys? One, the fungi from Yuggoth versus two, the festival. 1, 2, 3. So which is it? Which is it going to be? Ones get the fungi from Yuggoth. Vote now. In 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath. Hold it for a second. And relax. Let your mind go blank. Close your eyes if you're not driving and relax. Suddenly surrounded by darkness, floating within the fathomless cavern. In the far distance of your vision, a tiny pinprick of light appears. A gentle spirit flame, will-o'-wisp, floating and dancing before your vision. Darkness within darkness, the gate to all mystery. You see it, don't you, young adept? The silver key before your mind's eye. All right, we will go with all the votes are in, so voting time is up, and it looks like we're going to be reading the fungi from Yuggoth. Good job, guys. Thanks for all your votes. First published as The Wall of Sleep. There is, wow, there's too much here, man. Way too much. Did I see Astaroth? The Familiars, St. Toads, the Canal. Oh, wow. Azathoth. He spells out all of the finer points of Dreamland here. This is all Dreamland content, guys. Oh my gosh, how wonderful. I'm going to have to study this in greater depth. The Dweller, background, nostalgia, the Elder Pharaohs. Let's go with nostalgia. Nostalgia is kind of a haunting thing, right? As people die and pass into the abodes beyond the veil, when you're struck with nostalgia, sometimes that drums up despair at a world gone wrong. We will finish on this one, guys. Old Lovecraft's Haunting Poems with Frank Monday on a Halloween night. If it's your first time, don't let it be your last time. Make sure you hit the like button. Keep YouTube barking like a hound of hail. Here we go, guys. Here it is. Chapter 29, Nostalgia. Once every year, in autumn's wistful glow, the birds fly out over an ocean waste, calling and chattering in a joyous haste to reach some land their inner memories know. Great terraced gardens where bright blossoms blow, and lines of mangoes luscious to the taste, and temple groves with branches interlaced over cool paths. All these their vague dreams show, glow, no, blow, show. Once every year in autumn's wistful glow, the birds fly out, and ocean wastes calling and chattering in a joyous state to reach some land their inner memories know. Great terraced gardens where bright blossoms blow, and lines of mangoes. Yeah, it's hard to read because it's got an unusual rhyming scheme. Let's try the next one. Shore More Thong Song. This one's easier, right? ABB, ABB. Far superior. They search the sea for marks of their old shore, for the tall city white and turreted, but only empty waters stretch ahead, so that at last they turn away once more, yet sunken deep where alien polyps throng. The old towers miss their lost, remembered song. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the rhyming pattern. There's a lot here. Autumn's wistful glow, bright blossom, bright blossoms blow. Yeah, oh, okay. To reach some land, their inner memories know. So they're mourning for the passage of time into death, but they're longing for younger days and days of greater abundance. Yeah, I'm not going to overthink it at this time because we have run out of time. I had originally planned to go for an hour, and it's been an hour. So I will sign off for this evening. I hope you guys have a happy Halloween. Let's see, where's it at? Where's it at? We've been waiting for you. Help me. Help me. Happy Halloween to all of you out there, and happy land. Please hit the like button on your way out the door. And when you're done with this video, come back and leave a comment. Check me out on the old coffee page. Put a little something something in the tip jar, and join the 100-day challenge, Pathways of Magic. Until next time, Wayfarer. I've been your host for the hour, broadcasting to you from Twilight Zone, Old Peking, deep within the central kingdom of the celestial dragon. Wizard, warrior, wanderer, and wayfarer, wherever you are, whoever you are, whenever you may be receiving this transmission, I wish you a happy Halloween. Until next time, do good magic ad astra per aspera.